Hi everyone, we're going to graph these parabolas and the four I'm going to do are simple ones. So the first thing we need to know before we get started, I'm going to do these four, and when you're looking at these, you want to know before we start what these look like. For example, does it open up, open down, or to the left, or to the right? And a good way to do that is to look at, forget the numbers and just look at the y. So you have y equals x squared. Look at the variable. So y equals x squared. Now that's something you're used to seeing, and you know that opens up. Here's another one. We have y equals x squared, but it has this negative. So that's going to be opens down. Now the ones we are new to are the left and right ones. So this is x equals y squared. Now this is not a function, and since it's positive, this means it's going to open right. And this one again, we have x equals y squared, but that negative means it's going to open left. That's going to help with the focus and the directrix. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is x squared equals 4y. Alright? And it's in the form of x squared equals 4ay. And we have 4a equals 4, so a equals 1. These four, all four of them, the vertex is going to be at 0, 0, because that's your HK. We don't, so it's just going to be 0, 0 on all of these. We already know it opens up because it's in the form of y equals x squared. Our a is 4. Since we know it opens up, we're going to go up 1 for the focus. So that would be 0, 1. And the directrix is negative a, so you just go down, and that's the line. So that's going to be y equals negative 1. That's your directrix. And now we're going to start from the vertex and open this thing up, but we don't know how wide it is. And that's the beauty of this formula. So we're going to use this 4, and that's the length of the latus rectum. So 4 equals the length of the latus rectum. So you go from your focus here, and we're going to go over to the right 2 and over to the left 2. And that's the width here. That kind of gives you a general idea of how it goes. Now, what you could do is, since we need these points, this point would be 2, 1, and this point is negative 2, 1. So we have those points. And basically, to get those points, you could also just plug in your y here into our equation, and we get x squared equals 4 times 1, and then solve for x. So we get 4 equals x squared, and when you square root both sides, you get x equals plus or minus 2. So we added 2, and we subtracted 2. So this whole length here is 4. Okay, the next one is a little fast one. Okay, the next one we have is y squared equals 8x. Okay, it's in the form of y squared equals 4ax. Alright, so we have 4a equals 8, so a equals 2. I know this opens right. My vertex is 0, 0. So I'm going to put my focus here, and that would be my focus equals 2, 0. And my directrix goes back A, so negative A goes back 2. You draw that. So this is going to be x equals negative 2. Now, to get my width here, I go from my focus, and my length is going to be A, so 8. The length equals 8. So I'm going to go up 4 from my focus and down 4. And so it's wider because of that 8 there. And then you just go back to your vertex and you get your width there. And there you go. Okay. I think that's all. The next one we have, again, we'll go a little bit faster. We have y squared equals negative 16x. It's in the form of y squared equals negative 4ax. So we set negative 4a equal negative 16, or a equals 4. So the vertex is 0, 0. We know it opens down to the left because this is in the form of x equals y squared. So it's going to open to the left. So I want my my focus to be on this side, so I go over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your focus. And your directrix, you go A. 1, 2, 3, 4. You draw the line. If you know it opens the opening, it's a lot easier to do these. You don't have to worry about putting it in the right place. Now we know it's going to open to the left, and we know the length is going to be 16. You don't worry about the negative. The negative just says it goes to the left. So I'm going to go up 8 from my focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to go up in my numbers there. And I'm going to go down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, and then you kind of just, it's pretty wide. Oops. Okay, and these 2 points, the points that define the lateral rectum, this one would be negative 4, 8, and this one would be negative 4, negative 8. One more. We have the equation x squared equals negative 4y. It's in the form of x squared equals negative 4ay. Therefore, your a is 1. When it opens down, it's the form y. If you move the negative over, it'd be y equals negative x. So our vertex is at 0, 0. We're going to go down 1 for the a and up 1 for the directrix, which is y equals 1. The focus would be 0, negative 1. And I know my length of my latus rectum is 4, so I'm going over 4 here. I'm going over 2 to the right and 2 to the left. So it's going to go down, something like that. And these 2 points here would be negative 2, negative 1. And this would be 2, negative 1. And those are the points that define the latus rectum. And that's all. The next set we're going to do is the same thing, but our center is not going to be 0, 0. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.